For our next text reveal, we're going to be using the scale property to make our text reveal, which would make now a good time to talk about anchor points. An anchor point is that weird little crosshair you see at the center of all your layers when they're selected. Think of it like a pin that holds the layer to the composition. This is the point that After Effects moves, scales, and rotates layers from. So for our animation type layer, the anchor point is actually where we want it to be already because we want it to stretch up from the bottom. But if we wanted it to be somewhere else, you can change an anchor point's position by selecting the Pan Behind tool and simply dragging it wherever you want it. So I want to just keep it at the bottom center. That's great. And I'm going to hit S on my keyboard, or you can simply toggle down into the transform commands, and we are going to select scale, get a keyframe in there. And again, this is where we want it to end. So we can slide this back a little bit based on how long our previous animation took. I'm going to kind of keep it the same. And now we can change the beginning scale. As you can see, the proportions are being maintained, so we can't squish the type down like we want. So what we're going to do is turn off constrained proportions, which is this little chain link button there. And now you'll see that when we transform one property, the other stays the same. So we can squish the type rather than just make it smaller. So now we're going to change the Y property to 0. If I hit Shift / to make it full screen, or at any point you can just click Fit there, and we hit play, you'll see design, animation, illustration. We got it. Wow. Now, just like before, these are linear frames, so they seem very boring. So we're going to do the same technique as before. We're going to go down to Keyframe Assistant, Easy Ease. Then we're going to click on the Graph Editor. Now we select this handle, you'll see nothing's changing with that green because you're selecting this red is actually the X variable that we had not animate at all. So as long as we move that handle out of the way so we can grab the important one, we can, and again, same thing happening, the red getting in my way, grab that green, boom. Now if we go back and preview, you'll see we get a great stretchy reveal. Okay, now we've got 2 out of 3 of our text layers animated. Only one more to go, and I've saved the best technique for last.